Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Here we are, Yom Revi'i, continuing our study. Thank you so much for joining. Please continue davening for Chaylei Tzvah Gan Yisrael, for Shlem L'chol Petzuei Yisrael, and a safe return of our hostages. We dedicate our learning each day. L'ili Nishmat Ser and Daniel Shimon Rav Doron V'Shelei Hashem Yakum Domo. And please remember, as time is winding down on your ability to vote in the WZC election, those of us here in the diaspora who have a vote, please take 5 minutes and cast your vote. The link is at the bottom of the podcast notes. OIC-MIZRACHI, slate number 5. Please vote. Hamispalel tzarich litahar atzmo. So the next topic is about, as we talk about preparation for davening. So one who's davening has to purify oneself. Lefichach mitzvah lital yadayim lekras tefillah. So therefore it's a mitzvah to wash one's hands as we get ready for davening. There is a difference between a situation where somebody knows that his hands are dirty, or if someone knows that his hands are not dirty, or he doesn't know if they're dirty. So if you know for sure that your hands are soiled, let's say you just came out of the bathroom, or let's say you touch certain parts of your body that are normally covered, which might have perspiration or some sort of lichluch on it, so then you have to wash your hands before davening regardless. Many poskim believe, Rambam, the Rosh, the Gra, that you even make a bracha on such a washing before mincha and mariv. However, practically speaking, we only make a bracha when we wash in the morning, because when you sleep through the night, then you wake up, you're considered a new creation. And therefore we prepare by washing our hands to greet the service of this new day. However, when we wash our hands before mincha, before mariv, just to make sure our hands are clean and to remove any dirt, that is not something that requires a bracha. But according to all opinions, if your hands are dirty before davening, then certainly you must wash them before you daven. Ideally, one should wash one's hands using a cup, what we call a washing cup, something you only see in Jewish homes and in synagogues, the cup with 2 handles. And you should wash your entirety of your hand, really up into your wrist. But if you don't have a kli available, if there's no vessel or cup, then you could just use the water. Let's say there's no water, you're davening somewhere, there's no water. Then one should actually make the effort to go at least a distance of 1 mil, which is about 1 kilometer. 912 meters, if you want to be exact, so that you should wash your hands before davening. But if in the time it would take you to go find water to wash your hands, you would miss the time for davening, or miss davening with a minyan, you should wipe your hands on your clothing or something else, in order to wipe your hands from any of the shmutz that you might have on your hands, either by putting it in your garment or on something else, and then you can daven. Also, very, very long note here regarding this exact process here in note number 2, if those who would like to see it. Let's say if you're not sure that your hands are dirty or not, you're not sure if I touched something that was unclean on your body or elsewhere. So the poskim disagree whether or not you have to wash your hands. So therefore, if there is water, and most shuls have sinks outside of them, maybe this is why most shuls have sinks outside of them, so then you should wash your hands. But if there's no water nearby, then you don't have to wash your hands. And you can rely on those opinions that say that generally speaking, if your hands are clean, they don't require washing before davening. And to make sure, you should wipe your hands in your clothing again, just to make sure if there's no water nearby. Let's say a person used the facilities and you washed your hands in your home, and you kept your hands clean by not touching anywhere inappropriately that would cause dirt on your hands. In the meantime, and then you went to shul to daven, you don't have to wash your hands again when it comes time for davening. Let's say somebody came into the shul earlier to daven or to prepare for davening or to learn, and your hands were clean because you had washed them previously, and then it comes time for davening, and you made sure that your hands did not touch any places that would require washing, then you would not be required to wash again before davening. So the general rule is that if you can, you should wash your hands where tefillah, but I guess the case that applies to most is in the morning when we come to shul. If you've already washed your hands at home, you wouldn't be required to wash them again, likras ha tefillah. So we have to be clean nonetheless. Thank you so much for listening. Please continue davening for Tefillah May, for Shlem L'chol Petzui Yisrael, and safe return of our hostages. Nishmat, Daniel Shimon, please vote OIC-MIZRACHI number 5 in the elections. We need every single one of your votes. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.